This is exactly how Pierre Khoury is able to generate more than $100,000 every single month with his coaching program. Now, we have a lot to get through here, but I promise this is going to be extremely valuable. And if you are a coach, feel free to steal all of the systems that I break down in this video today because this will make you a lot of money. So let me just get straight into it. Pierre Khoury basically uses two main traffic sources. He uses TikTok and he uses YouTube. Those are very, very lucrative, and that's exactly what he is doing. However, he is using a method that a lot of successful coaches do in the industry, which is basically just KLT. You use this in your marketing, your nurturing, your funneling, your conversion process. And this is to get the audience to know, like, and trust you. Because once someone knows, likes, and trusts you, they are more than happy to give you their money as long as you have something that alleviates their pain or solves a problem for them. Now, the funnel that Pierre uses for me to just break it down for you is a VSL funnel. So he has an opt-in page, and in this opt-in page, you will give your email address, your phone number, and your name. Once you give your email, phone number, and name, you'll be taken to another page where he'll basically give you just about enough information for you to not be able to take action, and then also pitch you at the end of it as the solution to the problem that you're about to get. And also at the same time, once you continue, you've given your email address, he will also send you emails just kind of reminding you and warming you up and nurturing you, and also just sending you client testimonials so you know that he is credible and just building up their credibility in the back end. Once you have watched the video, you'll also have an option to apply, or I guess fill out a questionnaire to kind of book in a call with his sales team as well. And then usually you get taken to a confirmation page if that's usually how the funnel works. Now, if we start at the top of his funnel, he uses TikTok and YouTube, as we mentioned before. On TikTok, he has some very surface level TikToks. Of course, it's a short form content. You can't expect someone to just buy from you from just watching your short form content. So what he first of all does is he just posts TikToks of himself speaking in front of the camera, also showcasing his lifestyle. Of course, you see one with his Range Rover over here. There's a skit of him and Brez right here. There's also, I get the M3 hype, and of course he's just kind of speaking about his lifestyle. They even got 1 million views. But the whole point of these TikToks is to get views, to get virality, to get more eyeballs on who he is and what he does. Because I mean, of course, if he doesn't get any eyeballs, then no one's gonna buy it because no one knows it exists, right? So he needs to be known, and that's the whole point. And of course, with these types of TikToks, is he's also building up the know, like, and trust as well, because in these TikToks, he shares his perspective, he shares his beliefs, and some people will side with that. That's exactly what Andrew Tate done, because he was speaking about how women can't be pilots and women can't be drivers, and some people resonated with that, and they were like, damn, this guy is saying things that I agree with, but I would never say, blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly what he's doing as well, because when people resonate with you, of course, you build up the know, like, and trust again. I told you I'll keep coming back to this. Now, in TikTok, he also has the Instagram in his bio. Now, this is just funneling to his Instagram page. On his Instagram page, there's nothing much that, goes on the front end. You can't really see much. All you see is a story highlight that just speaks about client results that you can go through just to build up some credibility. But other than that, he's not posting any reels. He's not using this as a traffic source. However, there is a lot that goes on the back end. If we zoom out, there is so much that goes on the back end. So first of all, he actually reached out to me on the 27th of August, but I think this was to actually growth operate for me, because I did used to run a coaching offer. For context, I scaled it to multiple 6 figures per year, and now I've stopped running it, and I actually enjoy the systems rather than the coaching, hence I'm even making this YouTube video in the first place. But he did hit me up with an outbound system, so I take it he is running an outbound system. I'm not sure if he's doing it for his coaching, but I thought it was worth mentioning. And he also, if people reply, he'll obviously take them through this entire appointment setting process, which I use for my clients to take someone from a cold lead to someone who now wants to book a call with you and buy. Now, the biggest thing that he uses on his Instagram, and I can guarantee he does this, is Instagram stories. Because if there's anything you're ever going to use in your funnel and you want to make money through Instagram, your stories are going to be the bank. It's literally going to be the money printer. I've printed so much money with just Instagram stories alone, and I'm about to break down how, basically. But there are 3 types of stories that you can post. Of course, there are more types, but these are the 3 essentials in my opinion. You have the casual, you have the credibility, and you have the call to actions. Call to actions is basically, you've seen these stories where someone says, "I reply with word to apply," or something like that. It's just a very no-brainer, direct step to how you can work with somebody. However, the casuals are just lifestyle, just kind of showing off what you do, who you are, what your interests are. That this could be anything. Okay, I literally posted one of me just walking, me on a boat, and then me just walking again, right? People love this stuff, especially for B2C. It gets people to know you better. It gets people to see what you're like, how you speak. You can even have these casual ones where you just have these random brainstorms and you just film yourself speaking and giving out your perspective on things. People love it. Casual stories are needed, because if you just have the credibility and the call to actions, you seem a bit like a robot, and you also seem like you're just using your Instagram page to sell. You want to let it cool off and let it, I guess, balance out a little bit with the casual stories, because it's super, super important. So the casual stories really, really help. Now, these three things won't work by themselves. You need to use all three of them. They're super, super important. They work all hand in hand. But with credibility, of course, no one's going to buy if they just see your lifestyle and you have a call to action. Yes, they could, but you're just going to get a bunch of dummies. So you need the credibility. And to build up credibility, all I did was just post testimonials and case studies and screenshots from my students and the people I was teaching, from my own clients, so people can see that, what I actually have drives results. Now, you want to post actually quite a lot of these. You want to do it quite often, just so it's in the back of people's minds that you are actually valuable and you know what you're speaking about, and what you have to propose actually works. And last but not least is call to actions. These are the actual money printers, but you won't be able to do call to action stories unless you do the two previous ones before, because you can't do these pretty much every single day. You can do these only a couple times a month max, because it just gets a bit dry. And if you do these pretty much every single week, guess what? Your audience are going to dry out, and they're going to be like, all right, this guy's uninteresting. All he does is just try to sell to me, and they're not going to follow you anymore. They're not going to listen. These are just going to become dry. Like, the principle of, like, if you have too much of something, you don't value it anymore. This is the exact same concept. If you have too many CTAs, guess what? People don't listen to them anymore. So you want to keep these rare. You want to keep these occasional. However, in these, I'll literally just do the pitch and then give a direct call to action, which is like reply with inner circle, or reply with result, or reply with I'm in, But you can't just post these on their own. You can't just post these like that. You can't just post a pitch randomly. You need to build up to it, which is why I have Instagram story sequences. And these are the charm. These are what have made me so much money. And if there's anything you're going to take away from this video, please take this away. Because if you're going to print money through Instagram, you want to do the IG story sequences. Feel free to steal these. This is exactly what I've done over and over again, and it made me so much money. So first, we have three phases here. Okay, we have the algorithm hook, we have the building credibility phase, and then we also have the call to action. So with the algorithm hook, what I highly recommend doing before you do this entire sequence as a whole is take a 48-hour break from posting stories. So if you post every single day, don't post for 48 hours. What this will do is it will, one, allow your audience to forget about you, which is kind of a good thing, and two, it will allow the algorithm to reset from the consistency that you've been putting onto it. Now, what it will do is once you post a story again, it will tell Instagram, like, it will incentivize you to continue posting, to give you like a little high, so you carry on posting and staying consistent with the stories. So when you post again, it will actually increase your story views. But we don't only want to do the 48-hour break. What we also want to do is post an engagement story, because when someone engages with your story, what that tells Instagram is like, people enjoyed the story. Let's push it out to more of his followers. So that's exactly what you want to do. So for the algorithm hook story, I just post something like would you rather be rich and unhappy or poor and happy, and let people vote. And then, of course, this just causes some controversy or whatever, and it allows people to engage. Once it engages, that boosts the story. Now I give a 10-minute time gap before I post the next story. You want to post all of these consecutively. I don't know if I mentioned. So I give about a 10-minute break. So I posted this at 3:58. I'm posting this one at 4:05. And I post the first case study. Then I post the second case study. Well, I mean, there's 3 in 1. And then I post the third case study as well. You can post 3, you can post 5, you can post 1 if you want. You don't have to post exactly how many I posted. But the whole point of this is to build credibility and create desire for the people who are watching. When people watch this, you want them to be like, I want these results. Or like, oh, damn, he drives results. I wonder how he does it. And once you create this curiosity, now you hit them with a call to action. And in this one, I said, if you want to know how these guys are able to do that, reply to the story with result, and I will show you how. And once you do this, people will start replying with result, and then therefore you can take them through the exact appointment setting system, which is just initiating the opening, creating the gap, creating the opportunity in their mind, and then pitching for the call, and then actually booking in the call. And that's, as I said, if there's anything you want to steal from this video, please steal this, because this will make you so much money just running these sequences on your own, because I ran so many of these sequences for my clients as well, and it just always prints. Just make sure to do it occasionally, not all the time. Now, if we just go back to the Instagram quickly, we see that now he's funneling from the Instagram to the YouTube. So we started with from the TikTok to the Instagram, and now it's from the Instagram with all of the backend systems and all the things that are going on behind the scenes to now funneling to the YouTube. Now, the YouTube is really the big money maker. If there's anything that really makes Pierre a lot of money, is his YouTube. Why? Because we have the 7-11-4 rule, right? This is when people watch 7 hours of your content, and they have 11 different touch points on 4 different platforms. This is like the optimal range to get someone to buy from you. If they've watched your content or they've digested 7 hours of your content and they've engaged 11 times on 4 different platforms, guess what? They're so much more like they're basically prepped as a customer. And this is why YouTube works so well, because all of these videos are like 11 minutes long, 20 minutes long, 22 minutes long, 21 or basically 22, 12, 20, 18, 15 minutes, no, even below 10 minutes in length. And when people watch this and they also see his Instagram stories and they also watch his TikToks, and then they also get hit with these email sequences, that's like more than 7 hours of digestion, of content. And then that just heavily builds up the know, like, and trust, which gets someone to want to buy. So if we look at his YouTube, the type of videos that he's actually posting, you first have these raw ones of him speaking in front of the camera, just giving out some source for people who, I guess, want to hear what he has to say. And with these videos, he actually builds up a lot of know, like, and trust, because he's going to have a lot of valid points. He's also going to state some credibility, saying, I make over $100,000 per month. And when people hear that and they actually listen to what he has to say, they're probably like, damn, this guy's so right. Damn, I want to learn from him, I want to know what he has in stock. And that's where he converts. But also, he will post these videos which are, I guess, eyeball catching. And these videos were just really just speaking about or showing off his lifestyle, showing off how he lives, showing off his friendship group, and showing off how he lives or how he does what he does, basically. And when people see this, they also get inspired, they get motivated, they comment saying like, yo bro, this lifestyle's so sick or something like that. And it also just allows people to like him because he's himself on camera, he's messing around, he's not so serious like in these videos, he's more just chilled out, living his day-to-day life, and people get to see that. And when they do, they trust you more, they feel like they know you more, they resonate with you more, which means they like you more. And then last but not least, he also posts videos like these, which are pretty rare, but these are very much like aimed for conversion, because when people see these, they now know you have something to sell. They now know that you run a business model and that you also teach people how to do it, because look, I mean, like he's literally breaking down how he made $50,000 for one client. And funny enough, he was basically teaching, or he was preaching what he was practicing. So it's very, very easy for him to pitch people because he actually does it, And he does it in this YouTube video because when people see stuff like that, they're like, oh, damn, he's actually showing live proof of this. And Brez does this as well. I mean, like if you've seen Brez's videos, he literally shows his Shopify dashboard of his clients to just literally prove that he's actually practices what he preaches. And it's the same thing with Pierre. If he's able to do that, people trust him a lot more. Now, why does all of this work so well? Like, why do you probably have all of this down as a coach as well. Why are you not making money? Because there's this one main thing that so many coaches miss, and it's identifying the ideal client profile, or the ICP. Now, when you identify the ICP, everything changes in your business. You want to build your business around your ICP, not your ICP around your business, because that's the step that a lot of business owners and coaches miss. But it goes deeper than that, because you want to figure out what problems your prospects have, your ideal client has. What are their goals? What have they tried to do to fix it? Or what more problems could they face trying to fix it on their own? What is their current situation? What is their desired situation? What's the deep-rooted cause, the driver force? What's actually driving them to do all of this? What's the deep-rooted cause of that? Why is it actually important to them to do this? What are their latent conditions? Now, I learned this one from Charlie Morgan, but latent conditions are like words and phrases and sentences that you can use in your marketing that will literally resonate with exactly what they were thinking. This is just links back to like what Andrew Tate was doing. He was making points, very controversial takes that he knew people had in the back of their minds, but they just never mentioned. But now as he's saying it online on a podcast, people are like, oh wow, I've been thinking about this for ages, but I just never really saw it like that. And latent conditions are, I guess, points that you are able to resonate with people. But the only way you get these latent conditions is by first figuring out the rest of this. That's why it's so, so important. You know, another thing is like what actually keeps them up at night. What will they do once they actually achieve their dream state? What will they do? Because yes, you can figure this out, but then once you solve the problem for them, what next? You can use all of this. Once you figured it out, you can use this in your messaging, in your offer, in your marketing, in your copywriting. And that's exactly why if you look at any of his offers, all of his videos, it's like, look, 22 minutes in the life of a 20-year-old making 100K per month. Most of the guys that are watching him are like 18, 19, 20, 21, you know? None of them are usually above the age of 25. But when they watch this, they're like, damn, this guy's making more money than me. You know? Here you go. He's also saying how I made $103,000 profit last month at 20. He's doing this deliberately. This isn't on accident. Got rich at 20. I'm 20. You know? Ran up 128K this week with the boys. Do you not think this is a latent condition? When someone's seeing this, they're like, with the boys, oh, I want to make money with the boys. You know? This is perfect. You know, you're not alone. That's why you're effed. Or I'm actually getting kind of rich and I don't know how to feel about it. When people seeing this, he already knows, right? So like when we're speaking about what will they do once they achieve it, he's literally speaking about this exact thing. I'm actually kind of rich and I don't know how to feel about it. Some people are gonna watch that because you'd be like, damn, I'm starting to make money, or I feel like I'm gonna start to make money. Maybe this video will prepare me for what's coming. You see? Or you're not alone. That's why you're effed. Right? And some people, he's probably analyzed that in his ICP, a lot of these guys roam in friendship groups. They're not solopreneurs, or they're not solo guys that are trying to start it on their own. They're always around friends. And the point of this video is for him to relate to them. The only reason he's able to make this title is because he has identified everything about his ideal client profile. So as I said, once you figure all of this out, you're able to tailor your messaging and marketing and copywriting to them specifically, and it will become easy. Everything will become easy after that because it is literally everything is centered around them. So if we get even deeper than this, okay, we have his YouTube videos. In some of his YouTube videos, he actually says, follow and DM me on IG for free Telegram. He links back to the Telegram, and in the Telegram, because he's identified the ICP, he speaks about things that his audience actually want to hear, that his audience can actually resonate with. And it's kind of like this Telegram allows him to be more of a one-on-one type of thing. You know, he has 5,846 people in here, and he just sends voice messages, giving out value, showing people how it all works. And, you know, exactly like he'll hit this up right here. You know, he'll send this message saying, I just realized we have setters on track to make 6 figures a year. LMAO, most closers on normal offer don't even make this. Crazy. You know, if you bought into the LLC, your life changes, and that's a fact. And then he's obviously pitching. It's got nothing to do with ICP, but that's exactly how he pitches through the Telegram. So that's one nurturing method. This is basically an email list, but on an app, not your email. And that's what Telegram is. He probably has someone running this for him. He doesn't do this himself, but he also has the landing page linked. Now, if we look into the other YouTube video, he has a follow me on IG, which I think is a great idea. If someone finds you just on YouTube, they find you on YouTube first, you want to link them back to the Instagram because of all of these systems that he's using here, because they are so, so powerful for nurturing. And then 2, he has become a sales rep for your favorite influencer, and then the free training link. And once you go into this link, you get put onto this page, which is learn exactly how you can make $5,000 to $11,000 per month remotely setting appointments for your favorite influencer. Now, again, are you seeing what I'm seeing? $5,000 to $11,000 per month. How does he know that? Why? Because he's identified his ICP. He knows how much they make. He knows their current situation, and he knows their desired situation. He knows that the people that are watching him don't make more than $5,000 to $11,000 per month. They make 1, 2, 3K a month. And that's exactly why he has said that. Okay? And 2, this is actually a fake video. This is just an image. Once you click the image, you get a little pop-up coming up. And also if you click this button right here, which he has, you know, give me the video MF, it will come up with the pop-up as well. And in the pop-up, you need to type in your full name, your email, and your phone number. And then once you claim this video, you now know what happens. You get taken on to the VSL page. On this page, he literally just breaks down a bunch of information of who he is, what he does. He's even speaking in that language. You know, he's not speaking professionally. He knows that the audience that he's speaking to are like 18 to about 25 max. So he's not speaking like someone from LinkedIn. He's not speaking like he's a 9-figure entrepreneur. He knows he's speaking to people who are, you know, working a 9 to 5, who are in university right now, who are in college studying. So he's speaking like, who TF am I? 4 question marks. He's not speaking professionally. He's doing this on purpose because he wants to resonate with you. Super, super intelligent. And he's saying, you know, WTF do I do? blah, blah, blah. And he'll go down and just say like, who's this for? What are you going to learn here? And he'll break down and give you just about enough information to where you can't take action, and then hit you with the pitch. And once he's finished pitching, you now have an option to apply now. But just before you apply now, you need some credibility, right? You want to make sure that this isn't BS. So we get into the testimonials. How Yusuf makes $15,000 per month at 18 years old. He specifically says this because he knows that his target audience are between like 16, 17, 18 to about 25. And of course, he has a solid testimonial. Another one, how Ayinde got to $15,000 per month after 30 days. And just another testimonial, how Jay made $8,800 in his very first month. And I'm not going to bore you with the rest of the testimonials, but that's basically how he does. And he has another button at the bottom. I'd honestly make this button a little bigger. In my opinion, that's what I would do. And then also this kind of, him having this shows that he does run ads. But I haven't been able to find him running any ads on the ads library. So maybe this is just a future plan, but usually people have these in their funnels when they run ads. But nonetheless, he has this button. And once you click this button, it takes you onto a Typeform. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Typeform. I think it's a bit bland. I think you can do it in better ways. However, it works. The best thing about Typeform is he's able to ask you questions, and based on what you answer, he's able to take you to different parts of the funnel. So if you answer saying you're not qualified, he'll take you onto a page like inviting you to his free Telegram or something like that to further nurture you, make you money, to then you come back to him, to come back to his main funnel and apply for his coaching. That's what Typeform is able to do. And if you're qualified, he takes you all the way through. However, you go onto this page and it says this application is only for appointment setters who have the funds to invest into their learning. So he'll make you fill out your first name, your phone number, your email. You'll press OK, and he'll basically take you through a couple questions, just asking you, are you an appointment setter right now? Are you on an offer? How much do you make? How much do you actually have to invest into the mentorship? And based on what you say, he should usually qualify you. But I think because of the volume he's receiving, or perhaps it's not even finished, regardless of what budget you put, he'll just take you to this page saying this application, oh, it says the same title, but it just says, thanks for filling that out. A team member will reach out to you if you qualify, which I thought was actually kind of weird. There's no confirmation page. This is all you get. So perhaps it's not finished yet, or he's just not bothered with filtering at the moment. I'm not too sure. I don't live inside of Pierre's room, so I wouldn't know that. But I do think it's quite interesting because usually with these funnels, you want to have a confirmation page that just kind of warms people up. I think he's receiving so much volume to where he wants to personally reach out to them. So this is where we get into the next conversion process, right? What happens is once you fill this out, he now has your phone number and your email. Now, he already had your email beforehand, but now he has your phone number as well. Of course, he had it from your landing page, which I don't know why he's asking here again, but oh well. He will hit you up with an SDR. Usually a phone setter will call you up saying like, hey man, I saw you applied for Pierre's one-on-one coaching. What mainly made you interested in this? Blah, 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 blah. And then try to book you on a call if you are qualified. Once you get booked in on that call, you will hop on a call with one of his sales reps and they will close you on his one-on-one coaching program. Or it might be a group coaching. I'm not too sure. But that's how they will try close you, right? They will follow this exact method that I broke down earlier in the video. And then also you have these hands-off systems running in the back end as well. So obviously you have the funnel, which we've just highlighted here and broke down. But then you also have all these emails that he is running in the back end, just nurturing you all the way up until your call is actually scheduled. So once you've been booked in for a call, you get taken through more of these emails, just kind of reminding you and warming you up. And last but not least, his team is using the KPIs and they're tracking everything to make sure that everything is running smoothly. And if anything breaks in the sales process or if anything is under KPI, they know exactly why, because they know the appointment booking rate, they know the total leads, they know the initiation rate, they know, which phase, I guess, has the most leads, or in other words, which one is bottlenecking the most. And this is the exact tracker that we use for our own clients as well, just to set appointments, whether that is through call setting or whether that is DM setting as well. So I'm literally showing you a tracker that I made myself. But nonetheless, that's basically what he does. And I think the biggest takeaway from this entire video is ICP. And I will touch on this in future videos, but if there's anything you want to build out as a coach and that's going to make you crap ton of money, is building your ICP. And with all of these funnels, with all of the correct messaging, it is basically very, very clear how Pierre makes a lot of money, multiple 7 figures per year, just running his coaching program and helping other people run theirs. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are a coach and you're struggling to convert clients, you're struggling to get past that $20,000 per month mark, whether you even have too many leads and you don't have to take care of them, or you don't have enough leads, nor do you know how to really convert them, I can help you with that. I'll leave a link in the description where you can check it out. There'll be a video just breaking down exactly how I do what I do and how it works and how it could potentially help you. But other than that, I really appreciate you watching till the end of this video, and I will see you in the next one.